Hello, do you want to get into African cichlids? Or do you just want to know more about them? Then make sure to stick around. Hi guys, Ali the Fish Keeper here, and today's topic is all about African cichlids. Let's get started. First of all, I want to talk with you guys about filtration. African cichlids can be dirty fish and create a lot of waste. In order to keep your tank looking tight and clean, you should overfiltrate more than you think you need. Add a bigger filter or two if possible. It will only help your water looking clean and clear. As for the tank size, everyone's advice is a minimum of 55 gallon. Personally, I wouldn't say a 55 gallon at minimum. I would suggest to you guys to get minimum a 75 gallon. If you keep African cichlids, you will always want to add more and more and more fish. So that's why I suggest to you that you get the biggest tank your budget and space can afford. Because in a short matter of time, you're gonna find yourself wanting to upgrade that tank. Adding more fish, it's natural in the aquarium hobby, especially with African cichlids. We've all been there. So guys, make sure to buy the biggest tank that you can afford. So let's talk about the parameters. The temperature of the water has to be between 23 and 29 degrees Celsius or 75 to 80 Fahrenheit. The pH levels, this is where African cichlids differ with most other tropical fish. Your regular mixed water tank is around pH 7. African cichlids like their water a little bit hotter with a higher pH around 8, 8.5. This pH level will be ideal for your African cichlids. The best way to raise your pH level is to add crushed coral to your substrate or aragonite sand. These two substances will raise your pH. I don't recommend using the pH up and down additives as this will have you chasing the pH, which you don't want to do. Swings in your pH going to affect your African cichlids a lot. It's going to stress them out and they will eventually die from it. So your main goal should be to stabilize your pH as much as possible. Now let's talk about the hierarchy in African cichlids. African cichlids are known for their aggressive behavior, but don't let this turn you away. They do eventually settle down. In the beginning, you will notice everyone chasing everyone. It will be a hectic tank, but that's how they settle the hierarchy. You will notice that you will have a tank boss. This tank boss is going to be the guy that pushes everyone around, and it's the most aggressive towards anyone. But if you have a good tank boss, what he will do is actually prevent other fish from fighting. He will establish that he is the tank boss and let everyone know, and then he himself will settle down. The hierarchy in your tank will go from the tank boss being number 1 and work his way down to number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on, all the way down to the bottom of the totem pole. This is the guy that you will notice everyone chases and he doesn't chase anyone at all. This hierarchy is established early in your tank and it will remain that way until you add more fish. Adding more fish. How will you do that? You do not want to add only one fish at a time in an African cichlid tank. This one new fish is going to be torture. All of your fish have a specific position in the hierarchy and they want to make sure that they maintain that. So this one new fish that doesn't have any place at all is going to be beaten down to the bottom of the totem pole. All fish are going to chase him around and nip at his fins, keep him at the bottom because they want to keep their spots safe. This is not going to be good for the new fish. That fish is going to be stressed out and could possibly die. So what you want to do instead is add about 4 to 6 fishes at a time. This is going to mitigate the aggression towards any one of the specific fish. All your main fish are going to spread their aggression towards the new fish, and the new fish will take their place in the hierarchy. One more tip about dealing with aggression is overstocking. Overstocking your fish tank. By overstocking your tank, you spread the aggression. There won't be any 1 or 2 fishes that just get picked on all the time. It will be spread amongst all the other fishes, and eventually there will not be any aggression at all, because no one can keep track of who they don't like. That's actually the theory about overstocking an aquarium in the African cichlid world. Another tip is don't keep females in your tank. First of all, males in an African cichlid tank are the ones that tend to show more color. Females are usually more gray and washed out. So if you want a beautiful, colorful tank, you will probably want to stick with males only. Another reason is that females are going to cause aggression in your tank. All the males are going to want to be very dominant. They are going to fight for that dominant position to attract the female. If you are not breeding, you don't want to have any females in your tank. If you are breeding, you want to have a specific ratio of females. Let's talk about feeding your African cichlids. If you have imbunas, try to give them a little bit more vegetable diet. So a little bit more algae waffles. There are specific mbuna sticks that you can buy from the local fish store. Give them that, and also zucchini, cucumber. They love it, and it's also good for them. Try to prevent Malawi bloat. As when you have peacock and haps, try to give them more protein diet. Shrimps, bloodworms, cyclops, baby brine shrimp, and so on. They are all, and also, of course, cichlid sticks, but more protein based than the mbunas. So this was my care guide about African cichlids. I hope you liked it, guys. Make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more. I will see you the next time. Bye, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.